Okay, my first ever live chat. Hello and welcome to That Random Model. Today, we're going to be doing an unboxing and review, and I promised a Porsche, and by golly, we're getting a Porsche. Not happy about the orientation. I usually have a landscape orientation, but it locks me at this one. We'll figure that out. So we've got the Porsche Bike FS from Fujimi at 1/18th scale. I'm sorry, 1/8th scale. So we are looking at the instructions. And this is a kit I've been looking forward to building for some time. It actually has a working suspension with springs and a stand. Here's the decals. Let's see if I can get that to focus better. Nope, but it's shaky. Shaky cam. Chromed parts are halves of the wheels. And if you look closely, I don't know if it translates in the image, you can see some flash that I like to call out during these. So that needs to be sanded back. One thing I'll let you know in my live streams, my unboxings, a lot of times I won't be getting to these on the regular assembly shows soon, but let's see. So the bike frame sits like, oh, I can't seem to, the bike would sit like this with the front wheel and the back wheel. It's a nice looking kit. These bikes were made in the mid to late 90s. I did some research on them and found out that they were only available at the Porsche dealerships, where you would buy a 911 or Boxster at the time. Boxsters were brand new on the market. If you look at the tread pattern, which again, I don't have the focus on too good. Looks nice. But these were sold at the dealerships, and from my research, they actually took it very seriously. That this was a legitimate Porsche purchase. That this was a legitimate Porsche that you buy, and I'm sure they sold it for quite a bit of money. When I did my research, I found out that they were still selling them. Not necessarily at the dealerships, but you could still get a bike from this era or a newer version for about $3,000-4,000. So they're probably pretty pricey when you could buy them new. You got these. This isn't a plated part, but it's molded in color part. The newer one, I think it's called a Bike FS Plus. You actually would paint the sprockets the body color, and the body color I saw on my research was yellow with a yellow whatever that's called, where the pedals attach. And it comes with tubing to put in the along the frame for the brakes and the shift selector, the deselector. And you can see it has the decals for the shock, as well as chrome pieces for the front suspension. This is your tubing, vinyl tubing for the brakes and the BB selector. And what I think I want to do, if and when I build this, of course, I'm not going to build it stock. What fun is that? I will probably replace these with a certain type of fishing line that has a braid to the inside so it looks like it's metal inside, or I will get some kind of vinyl tubing that would either match the paint that I'm going to paint the frame in, or a contrasting color. So let's say, for instance, to put this in perspective, let's say, for instance, I went with the yellow one I found. That was FS, I think it was called a Plus, FS Plus. The frame was yellow. The seat matched in yellow with, I think, a black outline along the trim, and that's actually molded in the piece. This piece, the sprocket with the pedal, was yellow, and then I would probably either do these vinyl lines in either a yellow or like a red to match the lettering. For instance, I'm not saying that's exactly how I'm going to do it. And I think the one I found, the rims were also painted to match the frame. I think that's what I saw. I'd have to look for it again. But that is a very simple, quick, and dirty review. And you see the pieces for the upper handlebars, the sprockets, your pedals, your chain is molded along with the deselector in the back. You've got your handlebars. I think that's a deselector in the back, sprocket for the back. Your wheels, molded in rubber. They look very nice. Here's your seat, and I don't know if you can see it. And I really wanted to do these live streams every week, but if I can't change the orientation for viewing it later, I might not do that. But if I don't, I will try to do a one-take review every Wednesday from now on. You can see the mold line right there. That's part of the the seat. That's different. And if you like these one takes where you can hear all my ands, ums, and thes, then we will continue to do them for a bit of fun. Rear subframe, the stand. You put the rear tire in. I definitely want to paint these polyurethane wheels to look like something a little bit more interesting than black. Excuse me. But yeah, if you that's a good letting you know what would be in the one takes would be all my errors. So there's my ands and thumbs and my word whiskers and my coughing and everything else. Or we can go back to a professionally polished and none of that too. Or we can go back to a professionally polished review, edited down. Reviews don't take me a long time. I usually don't edit them down because it's just me opening up the kit and pointing at something, and then I do a voiceover later and then edit that. So that is your review of a 1/8 scale Fujimi Porsche Bike FS 1996, 97, something like that. There's your shock decal right here. I believe the Bike FS goes on the seat. It goes right here on the frame. Then you've got your Porsche decal that goes here, and it looks like this red disc is what you would do for right there. So you've also got some decals that show up in here. I think you've got 2 of those in here. There's your frame lettering, reflectors. You'd probably want to clear spray over that a couple times to get it to really look glossy and reflective. You can always do that with the right paint. With the right paint illusion, I guess you can call it, special effect. We can make it look just about like anything. And speaking of which, we will be making it like anything. We'll be making it like a special version. I might build it stock, I'm not sure. Let's see. Excuse me 1 second. I do. We will probably play with this feature in the future. One of the reasons I wanted to do a live stream on Wednesdays, call it a one take Wednesday, was I wanted to not have it polished. I wanted to have a chat where I can interact with anybody who comes on, and also to keep me on schedule. I haven't been able to upload a lot of videos lately, and I want to get on track. So I'm expecting a one take Wednesday for reviews that I probably won't be getting to very often. And if I can work with this program, maybe we can find out what chats are, and we can interact a little bit better. But we'll have that figured out in the next couple videos. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to apologize for a delay in the videos. I do have a couple that are on deck to be edited. I recently moved from one end of the country to the other in the United States, and that took a lot of effort. So haven't had a lot of chance to get a lot of videos done and edited. So we will have more videos coming. I will be getting to this one hopefully sometime in 2024. If you're watching this 1,000 years into the future, you know better or not whether or not I've gotten to that, but we will make an effort for that. I've got some more fun, exciting episodes coming up. I've got some aircraft, I've got some science fiction, I've got some racing cars, I've got some street cars. Cars is my normal builds, but I try to have a nice arrangement of different subjects, different builds, different scales. Hence, one of the reasons I called this channel That Random Model. But I'm coming up on 1 year now, and I only have about a dozen videos done. So I want to thank everybody for watching the ones that they have. I want to thank everybody for tuning in when you have, and I love doing this, so I want to keep doing it. I want to keep making these videos, and I want everybody to have fun. I try to have interesting subjects. I try to find something that a lot of people haven't covered, or maybe I have a different take on. So I want to thank everybody so much for watching, and I want to thank everybody for having the patience with me to see more videos, and hopefully we can have more videos in the near future. Everybody have a very good evening, and have a great night.